Hello everyone, my name is Alex and today I'm going to be demonstrating how you can use the Sensei Enhance tab to enhance your images. To navigate to the Enhance tab, once you've loaded Sensei, simply click the wand which can be found here at the bottom of the Sensei page. Once that's clicked, you will now be in the Enhance tab. You're now able to load a dataset, and a dataset can be any image type such as PNG, TIFF, a Sensei configured TIFF file, or a HDF5 file. Once we've selected our image, we click load, and you can see here that the dimensions of the image have updated accordingly. We're now able to chunk our dataset. Chunking is where we break our input data down into smaller, manageable chunks. This is useful, especially when you have large datasets. I'm going to select 256 by 256 chunk size, and I'm going to enable bloating. Bloating is essentially there to handle edge cases when we recombine chunks. I like to do typically 32 by 32 or 64 by 64. We then click update, and we can see that the total number of chunks has updated accordingly to what we would expect. I'm now going to close out of this window, and I can see that my image has been loaded into the input layer of the dataset. We're now able to do lots of different things for our image, whether this is using BPFA for denoising or inpainting if we provide a mask. We can perform ADMM, which can do inpainting, again provided we have a mask available. We can do deblurring here, we can configure that, and we can also do denoising. For this demonstration, I'm going to enhance this image of Barbara. This is done by firstly denoising the image. So here we can select a denoise speed, fast, medium, slow, or a denoise strength, which could be weak, medium, or strong. I like to start by just doing a fast denoising with a medium denoise strength. Of course, I can always go into the task, go into the steps, go to the step which I'm interested in here, denoising, select advanced parameters, and I can adjust many of the hyperparameters, then fine-tune later down the line. For the most part though, just using the presets is sufficient. We can see down here that I can preview one of my chunks. When I press start, you'll see that the algorithm processed each chunk independently and then recombined them. I now want to apply deblurring to my denoised image. So I'm going to create a new layer by clicking the plus tab here, writing in the name of my layer, press OK. We can then go to our reconstruction layer, and this is going to be treated as the input to the deblurring algorithm. If I right click on this image over here of Barbara and click edit, I can reset my chunking back to the original image size. I'm also going to disable bloating. This is very useful for deblurring. Simply, deblurring does not like it when you provide it with chunks. This is just the nature of the algorithm. But because of the algorithm, it's also not limited by image sizes. If I click close and I switch over to deblur, you can see now my chunk has updated to the full image. I can configure my deblurring options, and I can also configure additional options similarly to how we did it for BM3D. If I press start, you can see now we have a deblurred image of the denoised image of Barbara. Comparing this to the input layer, we can see that the image on the right is much less noisy and much sharper than the original input. So this is how you can use Sensei Enhance to enhance your images. Thank you very much.